Greetings, yogis. Welcome back once again. Time to do some yoga together. Unroll your mat, grab some props. Today, see if you can grab a strap or a belt, or if you don't have that, maybe a towel would work. We're going to be doing some stretches that this will come in handy for. I'll give you a few seconds to get those things, and I'll see you right back here. Hello, once again, welcome back. Let's start today in a cross-legged seat on the mat in Sukhasana, easy seat. Bring your right ankle in front of your left. Our focus today is going to be on releasing the IT band. Whether you have issues or not here doesn't really matter. So if you do have issues, hopefully this will leave you feeling really good and relieved. If not, then hopefully this just feels like a really good yoga practice. So starting here, bring your hands behind you, fingertips back, and you can lean in a little bit. If there's room to reasonably do so, walk the hands out front. Make sure your sit bones remain on the mat as you come forward. We start in a comfortable seated, cross-legged seat like this just to ease into the probably deeper stretches that we're going to be working on through the hips. So this is a good place to start. Now walk your hands over to your right side. Hold for a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Return your hands to center. Now go to your left side. Hold, breathe in. Hold, breathe out. Walk your hands back to center, return upright. We'll change the feet, so your left ankle now will line up in front. Start with the hands back, fingertips on the floor, lean in, and of course, if there's room to work it deeper, walk the hands out. You're gonna modify your practice as it makes sense for you today. Certainly, if you can work deeper, you're welcome to do so. If backing off is the best thing for you today, then you're going to do that too. Once again, walk your hands over to the right side. Hold, breathe in. Hold, breathe out. Walk your hands center. Now go left. Hold, breathe in. Hold, breathe out. Return your hands to center, walk the hands in. Since we have our left foot in front, we'll start with the left leg. So put your left foot flat on the floor, left knee up. Slide the right knee under, step the left foot over, setting up Ardha Matsyendrasana. Now, of course, if it feels better to straighten out your right leg, please do so. Lengthen the spine, twist to your left side. Drop the left arm back, chest up, really getting into the outer hips here, as well as mobilizing the spine a little bit. Take another full breath. Come back to center, grab a brief counter stretch, go right. Take it back to center. As you unwrap your legs, we'll go the other way. So now the right knee is on top, your right foot is flat. You can keep the left knee bending or straighten the left leg out. Sit tall, twist to your right. And hold for another full breath. Good, come back to center, counter stretch, go left. Bring it back to center, unwrap your legs, come on to hands and knees. And from your hands and knees, slide the right leg back with your toes tucked on the mat. The right heel pressing back just a little bit so you feel the whole leg engage. Now lift the right leg. Bend the right knee. Press your right heel up toward the sky. Bring the knee to the nose and round it in. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Bring your right knee outside the left leg. If there's room to comfortably do so, shift back a little bit. You can take it back as far as it feels reasonable to do. Hold for another deep breath. Come back up, return the right knee to the right side, switch sides, left leg back, toes tucked, the left heel pressing back a little. Wake up your left leg, lift the left leg, bend the knee, press your left heel up toward the sky, then exhale, bring the knee to the nose, round it in. Inhale, press the left foot up, and bring your left knee outside the right leg. Feel free to hold it here or shift back a little. Hold for another full breath. Come back up, return the left knee to the left side, spread the fingers wide, tuck your toes, lift up and back to downward facing dog. Feel free to walk out your feet a little, stretch out the legs. Big inhale, lift the heels up. Big exhale, sink the heels down. Rolling forward to plank, line up the shoulders over the wrists. You can drop the knees or take chaturanga, lower halfway. Untuck the toes, pull the heart through, either low or high cobra, maybe upward facing dog. And bringing it back to down dog, hips up and back. Hold for another full breath. Looking forward through the hands, step or hop the feet to the front. Fold over the legs, the feet just a few inches apart. Hang heavy, head down, roll up slow to stand. And when the head comes up, soften the shoulders back, stand tall. With your next inhale, sweep the arms around. You're grabbing the right wrist with the left hand. Step your right foot behind you toward the left. Stretch over, opening the whole right side of the body. As you come back to center, step the right foot over, grab your left wrist, stretch over to your right, step the left foot now behind you as you lean. One more deep breath. And come back to center, fold over the legs, soften the knees, lift your chest on the inhale, step your left leg back as you low lunge. Vashisthasana, side plank. We're modifying here. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Step your right foot in front of you. So your bottom leg is nice and straight, nice and strong. Sweep your right arm high. Let's hold for another deep breath. Let's take plank pose. Lower the right hand, step back, breathe in. And chaturanga or drop the knees as you exhale. Inhale to your back bend, open the heart, eyes up. Downward facing or hold in child's pose. Let's give it another deep breath or two. One more. And with your inhale, we'll lift the right leg high. Exhale, step to low lunge, foot through the hands. Listen carefully, step your left foot up behind the right. So the right leg crosses in front, relax the head down. Standing split transition, sweep the left leg high, step all the way to the front of the mat and fold over both legs, head down. Inhale, sweep the arms around, rise up, grabbing your right wrist, stretch to your left, step the right foot behind you, opening the whole right side. Come back to center, grab the left wrist, stretch to the right, step your left foot behind you as you open the whole left side. Come back to center, dive over the legs. Lift your chest on the inhale. Now the right foot steps back in low lunge. Vashisthasana, side plank, right hand down, roll to the outer right foot. Now step your left foot out to the left side in front of you. Pressing down, lift the left arm, maybe look up and hold for another deep breath. Let's come back to center plank. Center it out, big inhale, chaturanga or drop the knees. Inhale to your back bend, open the heart. Exhale to down dog. Let's give it another deep breath or two. One more. Big inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Step the right foot up behind the left, fold, head down. Standing split transition, float the right leg high, step all the way to the front of the mat and fold over your legs. Bringing feet together, Utkatasana, chair pose, lift the arms. Dive over the legs, head down. Step the left leg back in low lunge. Soften the back knee, look forward, lifting into high lunge. Plant down roots, lift the arms, interlace all 10 fingers, press both palms up, soften the shoulders down. Maybe look up at the backs of your hands, challenge your balance a little, one breath. Now look straight ahead again if you're not already. We're stepping up with the left foot, bringing hands to the left knee. Big inhale, lift up, hands to the knee, standing figure four. Bring the prayer to the heart. Now your left ankle above the right knee, bend the right knee deep. Soften the shoulders and hold for one more breath. Warrior three, release the left leg back behind you, sweep the arms out, heart forward, hips level, one breath. Return to high lunge, step back, bring it up. Soften the shoulders, warrior two, drop the arms out, look over the right middle finger, one more breath. Reversing the warrior, sweep the right arm over and back. Parsva Konasana, side angle. Drop the right arm down and sweep the left arm around. You can hold it here. You can wrap the left arm behind you. Maybe straighten the right arm toward the floor, right? Or any combination. If you have a full bind in your practice, you're welcome to do that too. Keep the chest lifted, spine lengthened, one more breath. Peek down, low lunge, hands to the mat, turn on the back toes, down dog split. Sweep the right leg up and back, bend the knee, open the hip, head down, peek under the left arm, one more breath. Let's level the hips and step to low lunge, bring the foot through the hands. Step your left foot all the way up behind the right, fold, head down. To release, standing split transition, the left leg high, step all the way to the front of the mat, fold over the legs, return the feet together side by side, Utkatasana, chair. Dive over the legs to release and step the right leg back, low lunge. Soften the back knee, look forward for balance as you press down, lift all the way up. Soften the shoulders, change the grip, interlace fingers, press both palms high. You can soften the back knee or straighten it out. Maybe look up at the backs of the hands, challenge your balance, one breath. Look forward if you're not already. With your next inhale, we step the right leg up, hands to the right knee. Standing figure four, keep the right leg lifted, prayer to the heart, right ankle above the left knee. Bend the left knee. Hold for another deep breath. Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana, right leg back, arms out, fly forward, hips level. One breath. High lunge, step back, bring it all the way up. Warrior 2, drop the arms out, one breath. Reversing your warrior, sweep the left arm over. Parsva Konasana, side angle, left arm down, sweep the right arm around. You can hold it here. You can wrap the right arm half bind. You can straighten your left arm toward the floor, reaching all the way for the floor if you like, or use a block under the left hand. Any variations, but try to do the same thing from the first side, and let's hold for another deep breath. Peeking down, low lunge, lower your hands, turn on the back toes, down dog split, sweep the left leg up and back, bend the knee, open the hip, head down. Peek under the right arm, one breath. Let's level out the hips, low lunge, step through the hands. Step your right foot up behind the left, fold over the legs as you round. Standing split transition, float the right leg high. Step all the way to the front of the mat, fold over your legs. Keep your feet hip width distance apart, setting up Padangusthasana. Grab your big toes in yogi toe lock, lift the chest. Then drop the head down as you fold. Feel free to modify here in ragdoll if you prefer. Let's give it another 2 or 3 deep breaths. And with your next inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, releasing out your toes. Just have a seat on your mat. Lower all the way down. Extend the legs out on the mat. And let's bend the knees, lower down onto your back. Grab a strap or belt. Keep it close by. Bending up at the knees, roll back. Now hug your right knee in toward the chest. Straighten out your left leg on the mat. Press through your left heel and bring your right knee closer to your right shoulder. Lengthen the tailbone, giving yourself a nice hip flexor release here, right? Releasing the hips, releasing the low back. Now, if it's comfortable to do so, just grab your big right toe in yogi toe lock, first 2 fingers of the right hand. Take your left hand and place it on your left hip or thigh. Then your right heel presses up toward the sky. Now the strap comes in handy if it's not as comfortable to grab your big right toe. So I'm gonna be demonstrating it with the strap so you can see what that looks like. Grabbing the strap with your right hand, let your right shoulder soften back to the mat and take your left hand on the left hip or thigh. So both hips remain level on the mat. Slowly bring your right leg out to the right side, stopping before you feel your left hip pop up. All right, relax the shoulders, chest up. If you can, look to your left or just look up toward the sky. Hold for another deep breath. Now, returning to center, look back up to the sky, bring the right leg in, and if you're holding onto your right foot with your hand, take your left hand to the little toe side of the right foot, or using a strap, take the strap in your left hand, drop your right arm out, now twist to your left side, and take it as far as is reasonable for you. Either looking up toward the sky or looking toward the right and holding for another deep breath. Return to center. Bring the right leg all the way up. Hug your right knee in to release. Bring your right foot onto the mat. We'll switch the sides. Hug your left knee in. Now your right heel presses away. Left knee to the left shoulder. Lengthen the tailbone, enjoying the hip flexor stretch. And either grabbing your big left toe in yogi toe lock, if that's reasonable, press the left heel up, take your right hand to the right hip or thigh. Or using your belt or strap, wrap the left foot, hold the strap in your left hand. Your right hand is still on the right hip or thigh. Soften the left shoulder toward the mat and bring the left leg out. Stop before your hip pops up. If your hip is popping up and you're going with it, guess what? You're not gaining any new ground here. So you want both hips flush on the mat so that way you actually get a better stretch. So if the left leg doesn't go that far out, that's okay. That's where you're stopping today. That doesn't mean that's where you're stopping forever. It's just today. Look to the right if you can. One more breath. Let's return the left leg to center, either grabbing your left foot with the right hand to the little toe side, or take the strap in the right hand, drop your left arm out, twist to your right side. Take it as far as is reasonable. Either look straight up or turn your head to the left and hold for another full breath. Good. Return to center. Rebend the left knee, releasing out your strap. You can move it to the side, keep it close in case you'll want it again. Hug your knees in toward the chest. Rock a little side to side. See how that feels. Let your feet come back down on the mat. Reverse figure four. Take your right ankle above the left knee and hug the left leg in. You can grab behind the left leg and hug in, or on top below your knee. Relax the head back on the mat, soften the shoulders, flex your feet, and hold for another deep breath. Keep your right ankle exactly where it is, glued to the left knee. Bring your left foot on the mat, drop your arms out to the sides. Now, place your right foot, drop your right foot all the way to the left side. So your right knee ends up pointing up to the sky, and hold for another deep breath. All right, all great ways to get to the outer hip in the IT band. Come back to center, go the other way. Drop your right knee to the right side. Now look left and hold for another deep breath. Come back to center, return your right foot to the mat, set up the second side. Left ankle above the right knee, hug your right leg in. Either hug behind the leg or on top below the knee. Head back on the mat, flex your feet, soften the shoulders, hold for another full breath. Keep your left ankle glued just above the right knee, but release your grip, your right foot flat on the mat. Drop the arms out, drop your left foot to the right, so your left knee points up at the sky. Maybe look left for a breath. Come back through center. Now drop your left knee to the left. Look to your right and hold for another full breath. Coming back to center, return your left foot flat to the floor, hug both knees in, rock a little, maybe take a happy baby pose. Feel free to either release into a restorative stretch like Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing the soles of the feet together with the knees out. You can put blocks under the knees or bolsters or blankets to support the hips if they like that today. Or if you want to go upside down, come into your shoulder stand or headstand, Sarvangasana or Shirshasana. Slowly take your time. Pay attention. If you're doing shoulder stand, only looking up at your feet. And of course, you're welcome to Halasana plow pose if you want to go for it. One more breath. And releasing back up. Coming out of your inversion. Take your counter stretch. I'm grabbing a block for my fish pose, Matsyasana. You can do the same. If you're in headstand, you'll release into child's pose. If you're in Supta Baddha Konasana, you can hug the knees in, windshield wiper the knees side to side. Take another 2 or 3 deep breaths. And releasing out, return onto your back. Hug the knees in again. Feel free to take any final stretch or twist if you like. When you're ready, you've certainly earned it. Settle back into stillness, setting up Shavasana. Extending out the legs, maybe cover yourself with a blanket or put on a sweater to avoid getting too chilly in Shavasana. Separate the feet, drop the arms out, turn the palms up. Closing your eyes and letting go of any Ujjayi breath. Let it all just go away, settle into stillness. Nothing else to do, nowhere to go, just relaxing back into space. If you have the time to do so, I certainly encourage you to stay for a longer Shavasana. Otherwise, I will leave you here today. Thank you again for sharing your practice with me. Until we meet again on the mat, namaste.